power of not reacting, how to control your emotions. In life, we face moments that test our patience, challenge our peace, and push us toward emotional reactions. Someone insults us, a situation turns unfair, or anger rises within us like a fire. In these moments, we feel the need to defend, attack, or let our emotions take control. But true strength lies in not reacting. A wise man does not fight every battle. He does not waste his energy proving a point or reacting to every offense. He knows that silence is often stronger than words, and that controlling emotions leads to power over life. Why we react. Our minds are wired to react. When we feel threatened, whether by words, actions, or situations, our emotions surge. Anger, frustration, and fear come naturally. We want to respond, to make things right, to defend ourselves. But at that moment, we were no longer in control. Our emotions control us. Most reactions come from impulse, not wisdom. A harsh reply, a defensive stance, a moment of frustration. These things feel justified at the moment, but they rarely lead to good outcomes. They trap us in a cycle of conflict, draining our peace and energy. The power of not reacting. A person who masters their emotions is unshakable. When an insult comes, they smile. When chaos surrounds them, they remain calm. They understand that not every situation deserves their energy. Not reacting does not mean weakness. It means strength. It means choosing where to place your energy, deciding which battles matter, and refusing to be controlled by circumstances. The strongest leaders, the wisest thinkers, and the most successful people share one thing in common. They do not react emotionally. Instead, they observe, think, and respond with wisdom, if at all. How to control your emotions. One pause before responding. The first step to emotional control is pausing. When something triggers you, do not react immediately. Take a deep breath. Give yourself space. This small pause can stop unnecessary conflicts and regrets. 2. Ask yourself, is this worth my energy? Not everything deserves your reaction. If something will not matter in 5 days, 5 months, or 5 years, let it go. Ask yourself, will reacting improve this situation, or will it only make things worse? If the answer is the latter, walk away. 3. Master your thoughts. Your emotions come from your thoughts. If you think someone's words are an attack, you feel anger. But if you see their words as noise, they lose power. Train your mind to filter what truly matters and ignore what does not. 4. Use silence as a response. Sometimes the best response is no response. Silence is powerful. It confuses those who seek to provoke you, and it keeps you in control. A person who cannot be provoked is a person who cannot be controlled. 5. Develop emotional resilience. Life will test you. People will be rude. Situations will be unfair. You will face setbacks. But remember this. Your strength is measured by how you respond. Build resilience by staying calm in difficulty, learning from challenges, and refusing to be shaken by small things. Control over emotions is control over life. The world is full of noise, but you do not have to be part of it. Choose to rise above anger, ignore the unimportant, and walk through life with the power of inner peace. A person who does not react is a person who cannot be controlled, and a person who cannot be controlled is truly free. Stay strong, the art of emotional mastery. The ability to control your emotions is not something you develop overnight. It is a discipline, a lifelong practice that requires awareness, patience, and a deep understanding of yourself. Think of your mind as a fortress. Every time you react emotionally, you open the gates, allowing others to enter and disturb your peace. But when you remain composed, when you choose to stay still rather than engage in unnecessary battles, you become unbreakable. Great leaders, philosophers, and warriors throughout history have understood this. The Stoics, the samurai, and the wisest spiritual teachers all preached the same lesson. He who controls his emotions controls his fate. How to build emotional strength. Just as the body grows stronger through training, the mind becomes unshakable. Through discipline, here are practical exercises to help you strengthen your emotional control every day. 1. Train yourself to be unaffected. Throughout your day, small things will test you: traffic, delays, rude people, unexpected difficulties. Instead of reacting, see these as training exercises. Each time you remain calm in the face of frustration, you build your inner strength. Make it a goal. I will not allow anything small to disturb my peace today. 2. Develop emotional distance. When you feel anger, sadness, or frustration, imagine yourself watching these emotions from a distance, as if they belong to someone else. Observe them, but do not attach to them. Tell yourself, this is just a feeling, it will pass. The more you practice this, the more detached you become from temporary emotions. 3. Use the 24-hour rule. Before making a major decision or responding to something that upsets you, wait 24 hours. If you still feel the same way after a full day, then act. Most of the time, you will find that the emotion fades, and what once felt urgent no longer matters. 4. Speak less. Listen more. The more you talk, the more you reveal. The more you reveal, the easier it is for people to manipulate you. Practice saying less. Observe more. Let others speak while you analyze. The less reactive you are, the more powerful you become. 5. Control your inner dialogue. Your mind is constantly talking to itself. If this inner voice is negative, fearful, or reactive, it will control your emotions. Train your mind to speak in a way that empowers you. Instead of saying, I can't believe this happened to me, say this is a test. How I respond will determine my strength. Your thoughts shape your emotions, and your emotions shape your actions. Control your thoughts, and you will control everything. The mindset of the unshaken, a person who controls their emotions, does not take things personally. They do not seek revenge. They do not let anger consume them, and they do not allow outside forces to dictate their inner world. This is how they see the world. Not everything deserves my attention. If I do not react, I remain in control. Silence is a response. Choosing to walk away is a response. I cannot control others, but I can always control myself. Every time I stay calm, I become stronger. The power of indifference. The world expects you to react. People expect you to be offended, angered, or provoked. When you refuse to play that game, you break the cycle. This does not mean you do not care. It means you choose to care only about what truly matters. It is not about suppressing emotions. It is about mastering them. It is about knowing when to respond and when to remain silent. A warrior does not draw his sword for every insult. A wise man does not speak just to prove a point. A powerful person remains calm when the world is in chaos. Master yourself, master life. The ability to control your emotions is one of the greatest skills you will ever develop. It will protect your peace, improve your relationships, and give you power over your own mind. You will not always get it right. Some days, emotions will get the better of you. But each time you pause instead of reacting, each time you choose peace over anger, you become stronger. And one day, you will wake up and realize that nothing controls you anymore, because the unshaken one is the truly free one. Becoming unshakable in a reactive world. We live in a world that thrives on reactions. Social media, news, and even everyday interactions constantly push us to respond. Immediately, emotionally, without thought. But imagine this. Instead of being pulled into every argument, every piece of gossip, or every negative situation, you remain calm, steady, and unaffected. This is not apathy. This is strength. It is the power of emotional discipline, a skill that sets apart the truly wise from the easily manipulated. When you stop reacting, you become mysterious. People wonder why they can't get a rise out of you. They question why their words have no effect. And most importantly, you remain in control while they exhaust themselves trying to provoke you. But how do you reach this level of self-mastery? Breaking free from emotional chains. Think about the last time you got angry, defensive, or upset. What triggered it? Was it someone's words, an unexpected situation, an unfair moment? Now ask yourself, did my reaction improve the situation? Did it make me feel better in the long run, or did it only steal my peace? Most of the time, our reactions do not solve anything. They only make us feel powerless. The truth is that emotional reactions do not come from external events. They come from within us. This means that no one actually makes you angry. No one forces you to react. Your emotions are yours, and they are your responsibility to control. Here's how you take that control back. Training yourself to be emotionally untouchable. Mastering your emotions takes practice. It is a skill like any other. Here are powerful ways to strengthen your mind and remain unshaken. 1. Expect challenges. Welcome them. Most people react emotionally because they are caught off guard. They expect life to be smooth, and when something goes wrong, they panic. Instead, expect difficulties, expect delays, rudeness, and unfair situations. When they come, you won't be surprised. You will be prepared. Tell yourself, I knew this would happen, and I already decided I would not let it affect me. 2. See everything as a test. Life is constantly testing you. Every frustrating moment is an opportunity to prove your strength. Instead of seeing difficulties as problems, see them as challenges to overcome. Ask yourself, am I strong enough to remain calm in this situation, or will I let it control me? Every time you choose calm over chaos, you pass the test, and you grow stronger. 3. Control your breathing, control your mind. Your breath is directly linked to your emotions. When you are angry, your breathing is shallow and fast. When you are calm, your breathing is slow and deep. The next time something triggers you, do not speak. Breathe first. Take a slow breath in, hold it, exhale even slower. Repeat this a few times before responding. You will notice that the desire to react emotionally fades. 4. View your emotions like a fire. Imagine your emotions as a flame inside you. When someone provokes you, they are throwing wood into the fire. If you react, you are fueling the flames, making them bigger. But if you refuse to engage, the fire dies out on its own. Next time you feel anger rising, remind yourself, I control this fire. If I do not add to it, it will burn out. 5. Walk away when necessary. There is no shame in removing yourself from a situation that threatens your peace. A warrior knows when to fight and when to walk away. Not every battle is worth your energy. Walking away is not weakness, it is wisdom. If a conversation is turning negative, excuse yourself. If someone is trying to provoke you, refuse to engage. If a situation is draining your energy, step away. Sometimes, the best response is no response at all. The mark of true strength. The ability to stay calm in a storm is rare. Most people let their emotions dictate their actions. They are slaves to their feelings, constantly pulled into unnecessary conflicts, stress, and drama. But you are different. You are training yourself to be in control. You are mastering your emotions, not letting them master you. This is the mark of true strength. A weak person fights every battle. A strong person chooses which battles are worth fighting. A weak person reacts to everything. A strong person remains steady, responding only when necessary. A weak person is controlled by their emotions. A strong person controls their emotions. The power of true freedom. The ultimate freedom in life is not wealth. It is not status. It is not power over others. The ultimate freedom is power over yourself. The ability to wake up every day and decide, no one will disturb my peace today. No situation will steal my energy. I will remain calm, strong, and unshaken. No matter what happens, this is real power. The world cannot control a person who does not react. And once you master this, nothing will ever control you again. Becoming a master of your inner world. There's an old saying, he who angers you controls you. If someone can trigger an emotional reaction from you, they have power over you. But when you remain calm, unshaken, and in control, you take that power back. A person who has mastered their emotions is like an immovable mountain. No matter how strong the winds blow, no matter how much the storm rages, they remain steady. This is not because they do not feel emotions, but because they have trained themselves to rule over them, rather than be ruled by them. But to reach this level of self-mastery, you must understand one thing. Your emotions are not the enemy. Your reactions are. The difference between feeling and reacting, many people misunderstand emotional control. They think it means suppressing emotions, pretending not to care, or becoming numb. That is not true control. That is avoidance. Real emotional mastery is not about ignoring feelings. It is about learning to respond instead of reacting. Reacting is instant. It is driven by impulse without thought. Responding is deliberate. It is thoughtful and controlled. When you react, you give away control. But when you respond, you make a conscious choice. Imagine two warriors standing face to face. One is emotional, shouting, ready to strike at the smallest provocation. The other is silent, still, observing. Who is stronger? The one who is calm. Because the moment the emotional warrior strikes out of anger, he has already lost. How to strengthen your emotional control. Daily mastering your emotions is not a one-time achievement. It is a daily practice. Just like a warrior sharpens his sword, you must sharpen your mind. Here are advanced techniques to strengthen your emotional control. 1. Reframe every situation. The way you perceive something determines how you react to it. If someone insults you, you can see it as an attack, or you can see it as meaningless noise. You get to decide what has power over you. Change the meaning, and you change your reaction. Next time someone tries to provoke you, ask yourself, what if this is just a test? What if their words are powerless unless I give them weight? The moment you reframe the situation, you take control. 2. Practice emotional weightlifting. Just as muscles grow stronger with resistance, your emotional discipline strengthens each time you resist an emotional reaction. Start small. The next time someone cuts you off in traffic, smile instead of getting angry. The next time someone says something rude, stay silent and observe their frustration. The next time life throws an obstacle in your way, breathe deeply and remind yourself, I am in control of how I respond. Each time you do this, you train your mind to become stronger, more composed, and less reactive. 3. Develop a delay response habit. One of the simplest yet most powerful techniques: pause before reacting. When you feel anger, irritation, or frustration rising, do not respond immediately. Instead, count to 5. Take a slow breath. That brief moment creates space between your emotion and your action, and in that space, you regain control. Fourth, set personal rules for your emotions. Decide in advance how you will handle situations. For example, I will never respond to insults. My silence is my power. I will not argue with people who only seek conflict. I will never make decisions when I am emotional. By setting rules, you create a mental framework that keeps you disciplined when emotions try to take over. 5. Accept that you cannot control everything, only yourself. Most stress comes from trying to control things that are out of our hands. The truth is, you cannot control how people behave. You cannot control how life unfolds, but you can control how you react. And once you truly accept this, nothing can disturb your peace. The freedom that comes with control. Most people are prisoners to their emotions. They are constantly pushed and pulled by the world around them. But the person who has mastered their emotions is free. Free from unnecessary stress, free from being controlled by others, free from the chaos that consumes so many. This freedom is priceless. It allows you to live with peace, purpose, and power. Choose to be the master, not the slave. Every day, life will challenge you. People will test your patience. Unexpected situations will arise. But in each moment, you have a choice. Will you be controlled by emotions? Or will you control them? Will you react impulsively? Or will you respond with wisdom? Will you let the world dictate your inner state? Or will you remain unshaken? The one who masters their emotions masters their life. And when you reach that level of control, nothing, no person, no event, no situation will ever have power over you again. Stay strong,